Hello everyone, I am Dr. Baljeet Kaur, Assistant Professor, Khalsa College of Education, GT Road, Amritsar. Today I am going to discuss about cooperative learning and different strategies of cooperative learning. First of all, we will discuss about meaning and concept of cooperative learning, and then after that, different strategies of cooperative learning. Cooperative learning is teaching strategy in which students work in small groups to achieve common learning goals under the supervision of a teacher. It is successful teaching strategy in which small groups, each with students of different level of abilities, use variety of learning activities to improve their understanding of a subject. Every member of a group is not only responsible for his or her own performance, but is helping their teammates, their fellow participants, and creating atmosphere of achievement. It is different from individual learning. Individual learning focus on individual learning goals, but cooperative learning focus on cooperative learning goals or group goals. In individual learning, there is no interdependence on each other. Individual is rewarded for his own performance, but in cooperative learning, individual is rewarded for his own performance. There is atmosphere of we classroom where we all sink or swim together. There is absolute interdependence on each other. Individual is rewarded for his own performance, but goal is not individual, it's group goal. So each and every member need to achieve group learning goals. Now the question is why we use cooperative learning in classroom, why we create cooperative learning environment. We learn 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we both hear and see, 70% of what we discuss with others, 80% of what we experience personally, and the most important is 95% of what we teach someone else. So cooperative learning is instructional approach in which students sit together. They work in small groups to learn and achieve individual goals as well as that of group goals. Now we talk about process of cooperative learning. First of all, class is divided into different groups. 4 to 6 students are placed in one group. Teachers assign the work to the students. Teachers provide learning material to the group. They will sit together group wise. They discuss with each other, promote and encourage the fellow participants. After that, teacher evaluate students individually. Now the principles of cooperative learning. The first principle is your success benefits me and my success benefits you, which means the success of individual is not depends upon the individual goal. It depends upon the group learning or group goals. Means everyone is responsible for group learning. The second principle is we all sink or swim together. Means everyone is responsible for individual as well as group learning goals. Cooperative learning transforms I classroom to we classroom. In these days, we talk so much about cooperative learning. Teachers, educators are talking on cooperative learning and effectiveness of cooperative learning, and they concluded that it is not a magic. It cannot be used classroom in all the situations. It cannot be used by all the teachers and in all the times in the classroom. Cooperative learning is not putting students into a group. They sit together, they sit side by side at the same table, and they talk with each other and they do their own assignments. It is not assigning work by teacher. Only one student does work and others put their name on the assignment or project work. Cooperative learning is based on group efforts. Everyone sit together, all the members cooperate with each other, help to each other, and discuss the learning material so that they master the lesson. Now we discuss about the various components of cooperative learning. The first component is positive interdependence, which means one depends upon the other. All the members of group help each member of a group, and they help other members to promote their learning because they want to achieve group goals. And the second component is face-to-face interaction. There is face-to-face interaction in cooperative learning environment. And third component is individual accountability. Means every member of a group is responsible not only about his own performance, but he is helping the other members of the group and create atmosphere of learning and atmosphere of achievement. And the next component is social skills. This is very important component for cooperative learning environment because students should have social skills to listen carefully, to listen attentively, praising other, thanking for help, encourage and motivate their fellow participants. And the last component is equal participation. Each and every student, each and every member of group have equal participation to do work, to contribute and for performance, and they are try to achieve individual as well as group learning goals. Now we talk about various dimensions of cooperative learning. The first dimension is group size. Teacher should keep in mind the group size of the class. The size of the class should be between 4 to 6 members. 4 to 6 members placed in one group. Teacher may or may not divide their class into three members, but the ideal group is 4 to 6. Then teacher assign the work. And the second dimension is sitting arrangement. This is very important for cooperative learning environment. Teacher should keep in mind that every member of group able to see other members of the group and able to listen others. And the third dimension is social skills. Teacher should train the students for social skills like they cooperate with each other, they adjust in group, listen carefully, listen attentively and help their fellow participants. And the next dimension is class duration or group duration. It depends upon the teacher what type of technique or method they are using for cooperative learning environment. Teacher will decide how the group will function. And next we talk about different strategies of cooperative learning. There are n number of strategies of cooperative learning such as group investigation, think pair share, circle in, circle out, student team division, student team achievement division and jigsaw, etc. But today in this lecture we will discuss about two strategies, two methods, that is student team achievement division and jigsaw. In student team achievement division, class is divided into different groups. 4 to 6 students are divided into different groups. Teacher briefly explain the lesson and then provide learning material to the students. Students of each group discuss with each other, they share their ideas with each other, they discuss with each other and they help their team members, their fellow participants. After some time, teacher plan a quiz. Teacher take a quiz individually and then give scores or marks to the students individually. But these marks are not individual marks. These marks will count for group performance and group reward given to the students. So there are 4 steps in student team achievement division. The first is teach, second is team study, and third is team scores or scores given to the team or individual students, individual testing, and fourth is recognition. In fourth step, recognition given to the students on the basis of individual scores. All the scores will counted by the teacher, and this will be the group scores. Group reward given to the students, like this is super group, average group or excellent group. And for excellent or super group, certificates are also given by the teacher. Second technique is jigsaw technique. In this technique, class is divided into different groups, and 4 to 6 members or 3 to 5 members are placed in one group. Teacher divide the concept into different segments. Like if there are 4 students in one group, teacher divide the lesson into 4 segments and divide it to the different students. Like first segment to the first member of first group, and second to the second member, and third to the third, and so on. All the students sit together and discuss with each other. Teacher give 10 to 15 minutes for discussion. This is their home group where all students discuss with each other. After 10 to 15 minutes, student go to expert group. And now what is expert group? One student join the other student having the same topic, assigned the same topic. They sit together and discuss with each other. After some time, they go back to their home group. And then teacher test or plan a test individually. Students are ready with their presentation. Teacher plan a test individually and give reward to all the students. At the end, teacher conclude the lesson. This is about the strategies of cooperative learning. So students, today we have discussed about cooperative learning and different strategies like student team achievement vision and jigsaw in this lecture. Thank you.